that I don't accept. Like this. Daytime better come correct. Ain't playing at your best, then you will get left. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept.
We're live. It is Behind the Counter. We got it, Steve. We're live.
Thank goodness.
We're able to get it going after an interesting hour or two here at the studio. But we were able to get going. Mike will be with us in a minute. Nico's traveling the countryside. I believe I-95.
Fancy.
Yeah, he had to go down. I guess down where he used to live and had to come back up, grab some of his old stuff.
I got you.
So he is off today. So it's Steve and Mike will be with us in a few minutes. Of course, you know the motto, Steve. Whenever we go live, or the countdown's like down to like 2 minutes, like a million people just swarm the store. Hey, Insane Games is live. We gotta go in. We gotta go in. We gotta call.
It all started.
We gotta do a trade-in.
It all started with about 4 o'clock. We were all chilling back here, and Spectrum, being Spectrum, cut out our Wi-Fi for the most no reason at all. Absolutely absurd.
Well, there's a reason, Steve. We all know there's a reason. And then let's give the backfill of the story. First off, anyone who knows us around here, we've had issues with Spectrum in the past. We built this huge. Hang on, let me make sure. Because the night's been going. Let me make sure it sounds good. All right, we're good. Hang on, let me make sure. We just make sure that's good before all of a sudden. We built this brand new 9,000 square foot studio a year ago. And remember, first off, here as Mike enters the set, the whole debacle with Spectrum started remember when we went to make the announcement that we're moving here and building this brand new studio. Remember that we had a big announcement we planned. It was like we're gonna come, everyone tune in. We advertised it all week long.
I remember that.
It was a big thing. Internet goes out,
I do
or
remember
our
that.
upload speeds were like non-existent, like an hour before we made the announcement, and then that started like 3 months of problems with our upload speed. We built this whole new studio. Yeah, we had upload problems, and some guy's walking in the store with product in a garbage can. You see that? He's walking in with shirts and toys and all that in the dumpster. It's a little bizarre.
Oh well, that's beyond our store walls. So
I guess.
It's beyond.
But the good motto to live by. But nonetheless, we had this issue with Spectrum where our upload speeds were getting cut. So we've had an issue before, and it's been a quiet 5 months, 6 months, no Spectrum.
I'd say the Spectrum has actually been pretty nice around here lately until...
Well, the Spectrum man showed up this morning at like 10:05 in the morning. And anyone who knows the laws of Dan likes his bagel the first 15 minutes of the day. Am I wrong on that one? And I just do not... Yeah, I like Dan time. Okay, I like to sit...
If you want your Dan time, you got to come in at 9:55.
I know. I was here at 9:40. I was getting everything turned on. I was getting the gates open. I mean, the gate was open at 9:55 this morning.
So your bagel was done?
No, I was just getting into my bagel. And I had to get Ash settled and give him his breakfast. And then I sit and I review some fantasy or look at the NASCAR news. And this guy comes knocking on the door, walks in, and goes, "Yeah, well, I'm here for this collect payment from Spectrum, and for $237 for the month of November. If not, I gotta cut your service." I'm like, "What? It's November. It's literally November. It is literally November 15th."
I don't know how they operate with their bills.
He was trying to explain it to me that they bill on the 4th. I'm like, okay, so November 4th, and it's 11 days later, and you're turning your service off? Not only are you turning your service off, Spectrum is paying to have someone come knock on our door to turn this. I mean, really? It's worth the $237? I mean, it's not.
I've never seen that or heard of that before where they go collecting.
And then he threw the curveball. He goes, well, no, November is billed in October. So they're billing a month in advance. So that's like me saying, you know what, Mike? I want your rent for December now. And it's not even December. It's November 15th.
Well, no, sometimes they pick a day it's due on, don't they?
What's that?
For rent, it's like the 15th it's
It's
due.
the first of
but-
the month. You pay your rent in the first 5 days of the month.
And other memberships, you do pay ahead of time. Like when I go and buy my Xbox Live Gold, I pay for it all in advance.
Okay, well that's different. You're paying for something. Paying for a service you're not even getting yet.
But you are getting it.
Not really. I'm paying. I'm getting billed October 4th for service I'm going to get
In November.
27 days from now. Kind of ridiculous.
That's
More
absurd.
importantly,
If it was
to
for
come in here-
October and October, then that makes sense.
More importantly,
but-
to come in here knocking on my door, threatening to shut it off for a month that we're not even halfway through yet. So, long story short, okay, I argued with the guy. It was the same guy. Remember, they came in a year ago and they were gonna try to turn our internet off for a space that wasn't even ours, and the whole big debacle. And then they ended up being wrong about it. Well, it was the same little guy that came in here again today, he was the same guy that sat right at that desk, right at this table, right there, and I chewed his boss out on the phone. And they ended up being wrong. Well, I made sure I told that guy when he came in. I go, you remember, pal? I go, you were wrong when you came in last time. Do you remember that? So Spectrum's not, and he's like, well, sir, I go, Spectrum's not always right. You were wrong. Remember that? and I go, is your boss the same guy that was last time? I go, I want him to give me a call if he can. I go, what's his number? I can't give you his number. I can take your number. Okay, well, here's my number. And he's like, okay, he'll give you a call in 15 minutes. Never got a phone call. By the way, I made the payment.
Yeah.
So we're all good. A month in advance. Made the payment. I paid my Spectrum a month in advance. And 5 hours later, no internet, no phone, gone. Called in. No, they've never seen anything like this before. We have service. It's coming in, but we just don't have it. It's bizarre.
And then, yep, Dan had to call like 5 different times
So then,
over and over
then on
again.
the phone, I said, she said, oh yeah, we're gonna have to have a technician come out. She didn't even make an attempt to look at what the problem could be. We're going to have a technician come out. We can't come out till Thursday. Thursday, it's Monday.
How would they go without internet for 4 days?
Yeah, we're running a business here. We're running a big-time streaming network over here. Okay, and not to mention a little video game store.
Trying to play some goddamn Halo.
And then Halo came out.
That was a pretty good part of the day.
I mean, it was
You
outrageous.
should have mentioned that on the phone. You're like, do you understand that Halo just came out? We're trying to play.
That shit was classic.
What's Halo?
And so then she's like, oh, we'll have to have dispatch call come out. They called me. Phone rings once and hung up. So I had to spend another 15 minutes calling again to get them to call me back so they can try to get it scheduled. And then when I started connecting the dots to the guy on the phone, the last guy I talked to at dispatch, who's a guy who can make people come quicker instead of the Thursday. And he goes, oh yeah, let me see. I'm gonna have to see if you qualify for an on-call repair. Like, oh, okay. And by the way, we're getting like all new Cisco phones in here from Spectrum Enterprise. So I would say we qualify for Spectrum on call when we have 800 gig of internet, a phone line, new enterprise phones being installed. Like, I think we qualify for on call, but I don't know. And as I'm breaking it down to the guy in a nice way, in a damn nice way, just explains to him how this guy was in here all of a sudden. Now we have no internet. The internet pops on. Oh, the internet's on now. Oh, so when Dan connects the dots to Spectrum on the phone and calls them out on what they're doing, the internet comes back on. No phone line yet. I don't believe the phone line hasn't been connected, but internet's on.
That's the most important part.
So we're able to do behind the counter tonight because we were able to get it on at the last minute. We almost weren't gonna be able to
make
do
a
it.
couple sales.
Yeah.
We almost didn't do it. I had a good position here. How did I have that?
Mike and I were both trying to look up the Xbox. So I guess they had more backwards compatible games.
70 new backwards compatible games. We'll have to go through and see which ones we have. The Max Payne trilogy. Kind of cool.
Who cares?
A lot of people care.
I don't.
Mortal Kombat 9.
The one that I used to thrash Jeremy around in.
So, so we had that happen. So that was interesting. And then I didn't even put together notes because I mean it was what? It was 4:55 and no internet. So I'm like, we're not gonna we won't do the show tonight. And then all of a sudden at 5:25, internet on. So so of course our our intern, our peon Nico is gone for the day. So if anyone comes into the store, we're gonna have to run out ourselves.
Tom skunked him in pickleball, and he's been hiding ever since.
That is something.
He was making claims of hurt knee.
The first ever skunk. Well, I mean, we've had
Second
some
ever
before.
skunk in season 2.
Unofficial skunk.
But we're not going to talk about that.
What was the other one?
You
With who?
against Nico.
With video evidence as well. I need to still review that. Dave's starting to show me a little bit.
No. First off, it was an official skunk. Okay. But the problem is, Nico bet it away. I offered him double.
You said he was forced.
Nope. I said double or nothing. Did I force him, Steve?
Did say double or nothing.
Was he whining, though? Was Dan whipping out tears?
I'll send the other video.
Remember, Steve, to explain the facts. Okay? Just explain the facts.
He said he's just going to send the video
I
and
don't
leave
even
it.
remember what happened yesterday, let alone last week.
Dan
Besides Dan getting skunked.
That's the only thing we remember.
And I said to Nico, double or nothing. I would stand in there for 10 minutes if he did it again. And he said, "Oh yeah, well, way to go!" No, and I got out of it. So I would have done it, but I took my shot at getting a double or nothing, and it worked. It was successful.
What was the score of the game after that 1 point?
No, I think I had like 6 on him. So Nico got skunked against Tom. I mean, I don't know what happened.
He was walking around.
Tom beat Nico. Nico then beat Tom. The series was 1-1. Really, Nico, who've been talking shit for a couple days now, that he's the Great Wall of Nico defending the net. If he had beaten Tom, he'd be probably sitting number 1 because he beat you. He beat me.
That's not how it goes. You have to do a couple times.
It is somewhat the way
That's
it goes.
Then it would have been serious consideration to set up the championship bout. You would have been, the buzz would have been stirring after that.
If Nico beat me a bunch of times, almost skunked both you and he almost skunked you, didn't he? It was like 11-1.
I think so.
I had like 2 11-1.
One random one. I was sweaty in my work clothes. He tired me out a little bit.
But Nico's definitely been showing up in the court. So
other games were 11-8, very competitive.
If he had gone and beaten Tom, there's a reasonable argument to say that Nico was making some. People
can have a good day and a bad day.
He'd be deserving of a big championship bout. I'm not saying he'd be claimed number 1 after this beat, but I would say it would almost rank him over Tom in season 2, beating him in a series.
And then Tom quelled the rumors, silenced the crowd with the vicious skunk.
I'll do it. This is the classic let Dan clear the room.
All right, now while Dan's gone, we can talk about...
Let's say the skunk talk has him out of here. He's nervous.
Talk about those backwards compatible games.
Let's get a couple of them.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, Burning Earth, pretty good. Adventure Time: Secret of the Nameless Kingdom. Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Make the grade.
Games like this are making the cut, and I couldn't even get condemned to.
Beautiful Katamari.
Dan's back.
Just my presence walking on the sales floor scared them all away.
There was swarming for a little bit.
I'm not even sure I said a word. The one guy who'd been in here for 45 minutes was walking out when the minute I hit the floor.
You think he stole something?
No.
We were going through the backwards compatible games while you were
adios!
I think you only got A and B. But
Well, just shoot. You don't have to go through all of them. Just shoot some of the big ones that are out there.
Dead or Alive, 3, 4, and Ultimate. Disney's Chicken Little. Thank goodness.
the fuck?
Chicken Little.
Yep. Fear 1, 2, and 3.
Those
Gladius.
were fun.
Lego Lord of the Rings. Max Payne Trilogy. Manhunt. Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat vs. DCU. Red Dead Revolver. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Skate 2. SpongeBob SquarePants Underpants Slam and Truth or Square. Star Wars.
Comments on SpongeBob, Dan?
Who cares?
Wow.
Star Wars Starfighter. Episode 3, The Clone Wars and Jedi Knight 2. The Thrillville Duology and the Time Splitters games. All around pretty good.
Jedi Knight 2. I think that one was pretty good. I never played that one, but I played its successor, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy.
Was that one pretty good?
That one was wet. One could say dripping.
I'll have to check it out at some point.
It smells skunked.
SKUNKED. What are you just? Why are you typing about skunking right now?
When I was posting on Instagram for the show, when Spectrum called, so I never was able to actually send out the tweet or the post or whatever they call it, story. So so that was a crazy afternoon. And then Steve and I are putting together. No, we got the new storefront painted. Looks nice. So we went through a process. So obviously, I don't know if anyone's ever, if you haven't seen the studio, we have our store and we have the studio. Was Victoria's Secret. So really, the last of the pink was out in the storefront, and it was a glass. It was glass squares around the entrance with the windows, and it was pink. So we went into this whole process of painting it, and then we primed it. But then we went into a debate about what color to paint it.
There was a little bit between that, some anger, some pizza, some apologies were issued. I don't want to discuss that.
That's the thing of the past. But we debated about the color of the window, the glass, and it was purple. The final colors are what? Purple, green, and black. Now our store is already black, the front, and pretty much all the studio is black. And pretty much the storefront was already black. So we ended up deciding to go. I thought purple would look nice, because it's obviously the channel colors, a little bit of the purple, and it kind of emphasized that the black and green store, black and purple network, but we ended up going all black.
Dan was ruled out of the purple.
That was.
Tom and I vetoed the purple, and then said black or green to Dan, and then Tom
I didn't want green.
And then Tom said, "Well, I could do it, but it would take 2 more weeks than the black." And Dan's like, black. But
did he give a reason for why the green would take so? I mean, it's really no different than doing the black.
The edging would be a lot harder just because it's black on black with the edging. It would have been like little spots here or there you would have had to touch up.
I suppose that's...
We would have had to use that one edging tool. But
that could be edged out pretty quickly.
For being glass, it came out very nice.
I thought it.
It looks like...
But
it looks like a normal
we
wall.
ended up going with black, so that was a weekend project here at the studio, getting the storefront painted. Long overdue, but it needed to be done. So
for as easy as that was, we waited way too long to do that.
I know. I don't know why we didn't do it earlier.
That should have been done very quickly.
If you're in and around us and you visit our store, definitely check out this new storefront. Came out pretty good. But then also big news. I wish I had thought of that when talking with Spectrum. Is that Halo 5 or Halo Infinite came out? You understand what is going on today? Halo came out, and you cut our internet.
Speaking of which, did anything else get announced? I only was waiting, paying attention for Halo, but they had a 20th anniversary announcements.
Steve,
and
you
stuff.
had the details on that? I was too busy putting the TV up in the front window. I was getting wicked annoyed I was up in the ceiling trying to find studs.
I was too busy making sure you were
not dying.
Steve did have to hold the ladder a few times. I mean, the ladder is 12 feet in the air.
It was quite the ladder.
10 feet.
9. No, I don't know.
9.5.
A bunch of Xbox merch is now. Some of it looks pretty cool. That black and with the green Xbox logo. The one on the back, like a hoodie, it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
They did a whole thing just to present clothes?
Clothes, Halo, and...
Have you guys checked out the Microsoft store lately?
Why?
It says you can buy systems, shirts, consoles, controllers right directly off the Xbox.
Halo Infinite Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
I want to see that system.
Everyone was saying it was available
find the regular
today.
Ones. How are you supposed to find the special edition ones?
I had someone call me about
that. They said it was in a lot of select Best Buys this morning, but probably none around here. Probably Albany, Crossgates, maybe.
I mean, it does look pretty wet. Outrageous. Look at that.
Oh, I know. I don't even want to look at it because it's so cool.
I mean, that's just an outrageous Xbox. But again, it's one of those things where it's like, How can Xbox sit there with an honest face and saying we're doing a special edition one when they can't even provide their...
When Halo 5 came out, they produced so many of those Halo Xboxes. Tom had one, Nate had one. I think we had one at the store, that silver one.
Brandon had one.
Yeah. That one is going around. But this one will be impossible to find, I'm sure.
I just don't understand. I'm gonna go on Best Buy right now as we're sitting here and see if they have one available. But I just don't... I don't understand how you could possibly give them out when they don't even have the regular ones out. Do you have the details on that system? Like, do you know, like, what's the... Is it, like, any more... Is it just a design?
Yeah.
Or is it, like, does it have a bigger hard drive? Does it have more...
It probably comes with Halo. Or a code for Halo when it comes out, the campaign. I would assume.
Infinite Edition comes with the controller system. Yeah, Halo Infinite.
Yeah. So that pretty much makes up the value for it.
I'm seeing Best Buy even. So Best Buy does have it sold out.
Yeah.
$549 is the price.
No way you find that.
Well, it does come with Halo Infinite, so that...
So just so you know, you can get a Series S right now. Add to cart. Series X is sold out. PS5 sold out. Among Us.
How about
What
they
is this?
stop making
Among Us
this?
Series X? Oh, $89.99.
It's a limited edition.
I thought it was a console for a second. It'd be pretty cool.
Too. But
if they just made it look like one of the characters, the blocky characters, I'd be down.
so I'm confused. So the system I'm looking at right now, it says the release date was November 15th. So the system was always coming out today?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was out already. I guess not.
So what is the purpose of doing that? If the game doesn't come out till December, 8th? When's the official...
They just like doing that.
I've never understood why systems get released a month before.
That's just making guaranteed
Cyberpunk
revenue.
did that.
I was just
Cyberpunk
going
like,
to say.
hey, we're going to release the Cyberpunk Xbox X. And the game's just not available to play right now.
What a disaster that turned out to be.
Nice system, though.
When you first got it, that thing was worth a shit ton of money. Then the game came out, sucked. I liked it, but it sucked.
I bet the system's still worth a lot of
And
money.
then it tanked the value
I
of it.
bet you if
maybe.
we posted that Cyberpunk Xbox,
They have fans of the game that someone would definitely buy.
I wouldn't sell it right now. But we actually have a pretty
I love
sick,
that one.
We have a sick lineup of Xbox. We only have 2 special ones now, right?
We have one that probably needs to get taken out soon.
We have the Gears of War.
We have the Gears and the Cyberpunk.
And then the other ones are just...
We got rid of them because they weren't X's. That's why. Xbox One X's.
I thought we had another special.
We had that nice Fortnite purple one for a couple years.
That was nice. Hate to see it go.
I think we sold it for like
We sold it
$500
for
bucks or 400 or
It
500
was
bucks.
last Christmas, if I'm not mistaken, was it not?
No.
I mean, it was worth the money. It was worth. It was a. First off, it had the bigger hard drive.
And it was fucking purple.
It was
wet.
purple. It was literally probably the wettest Xbox One I've seen in a while. And I remember putting it out there. We put like, I think we charged $100 more than the normal one.
It was worth $400 or $500, and someone bought it, no
and everyone
problem.
was like, oh, that's not good. And remember, it sold like within like 45 minutes. Gone.
Yeah.
Gone. It was. A guy came in and goes, I have to have that purple Xbox.
He knew exactly
And
what it
his
was, no
girlfriend
question
was like,
asked.
well, he goes, nope, I have to have it. And he bought it right then and there, and they were all like,
Maybe we shouldn't have put it out.
The
But
loose price of it, you can go between 400 to 500.
so
the
that's
purple?
so we're very
Cyberpunk.
accurate
Oh,
then
the Cyberpunk.
on Cyberpunk.
I know how to pick them.
The Xbox One X is probably even the black one's worth almost $400, so that's not too much
$389.
more. Yeah, but it'll probably go up.
I bet you could slap $4.99 on that and it would sell.
Probably.
The Halo one, if you have it complete inbox new,
The silver one.
the Fortnite one,
Yeah.
complete inbox new, you can sell it for like $1,500, but on its own, $300.
So we made out on that one. Fortnite's kind of.
They're adding Naruto.
And what is Fortnite?
I don't even know what it's evolved into now. It's just a mashup of everything that's cool, basically, but in a not cool setting.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now online you can get a Series X Halo bundle for $1,500. $1,500. Both in Amsterdam. So it must be the Amsterdam Target or Walmart got it. One guy selling for $1,200 in Clifton Park.
All
How thoughtful of
scalpers.
him.
Nice box.
Disgusting.
Only 3 of them though. Oh no, but we have some. These are all out of town. 1,200, 900, 1,000. So it's just like a bunch. It's like, why don't you let people who actually want them to get it? But yeah. So what were we talking about? Halo 5 came out, or Halo. I keep saying 5. Halo Infinite came out. We kind of had some. We had some suspicions. Obviously, the online community had some suspicions, some rumors.
It was they
And
cracked the case very early.
Mike actually brought it to our attention. Tom had no idea. I had no idea. And Tom said, no, not happening. And then, we got looking at it and did some research. And, it could very well happen. And
Tom tried to throw the cold ice on it a couple of times, the cold water, but
I'll tell you right now, assuming that it works, and we did only 2 games that seemed to work. As long as it works, I think a great move. Great move by Xbox.
I'd have to see the numbers.
Just randomly dropping it like that. Online.
The amount of people playing is probably absurd already. If it's free.
I tell you right now, Microsoft and Halo or 343 Industry, they don't do too much stuff right. And am I wrong?
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't do too many things right. I'll tell you now, making the online free to play and dropping like they did today, I think it's fantastic for the game. People will be playing Halo for a long time now. Assuming again, we've only done 2 matches. Assuming the online's actually the multiplayer is decent to play.
Yeah.
For all I know, it's gonna be like NASCAR.
So far, so
Ignition.
good.
It's a complete disaster. But assuming it's good, I think it's gonna kick Call of Duty's ass. It's gonna kick Fortnite.
What's Call of Duty even? Let's see.
Is anyone even playing Call of Duty? No one is.
There was no hype hardly.
No.
Yeah.
I think Halo made a great move. I've been dying to play a video game for a long time, and I'm going to dive right into it.
Well, a lot of it also
Head
has
first.
to do like other games that are trying to compete with it, like Splitgate and stuff, don't have that brand recognition that Halo has.
No, Halo's just going to die. And then Halo slapped everyone in the face by making it free.
When that's probably the biggest move they could do. Because if it's, people that don't want to buy it will just probably stay on Splitgate, but now there's absolutely no reason to download it, try it, and see if you like it.
I'm personally not interested in the campaign. So it's actually it's great. I wouldn't play the campaign. If there was like a co-op, I'd play with like you or Tom or 3, or it allows for more than 1 or 3 or more than 2. But I'm not really interested in our campaign. So for it to be free, that's fantastic.
It's pretty much
I'm just gonna hop right on and just do. I don't want to do campaign. I want to do big team battle. I want to do 4v4.
I'd say for at least 60 to 50% of the community, this is all they want. It's just the multiplayer. So they're completely satisfied already.
What do you mean? How many?
I'd say like half to 60%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 15. Yeah, 60% of people want to do multiplayer.
Just so already half the community is satisfied.
I'd love to know how many people are on there playing already today. I like to see those numbers come out soon.
Now they just gotta appease the other half, which is very angry with their lack of split screen co-op or any co-op.
It can happen.
Right now, that's a bad deal. $60 for just the campaign. It seems like a ripoff when you can just get the multiplayer for free.
But I think they'll make money with. I think they'll make money with how Fortnite did it with all the battle pass and all.
Yeah.
I mean, you gonna tell me you can't buy a skin? You're gonna be able to buy a skin.
I'm just trying to wonder what other value they would have, and are they going to give you a battle pass in there, or?
Halo Infinite already has more than 100,000 players on Steam alone.
I don't think they'll have an issue selling hard copies. People are gonna want to play the campaign.
I guess so.
The core Halo.
It'll be a lot less though.
The core Halo people are buying the game, but they're gonna make look at Fortnite. Look how much money Fortnite made, and then you don't have to pay for it. They're probably make just as much money doing them. I think they're gonna make more money doing it free to play than doing it. We had to buy the game.
Yep. It's an acceptable model now. So
I mean, you could do that with Call of Duty, right? You don't have to buy the Call of Duty game. You can do Warzone.
as long as you can play the game for free and do everything that everybody else can for free, and all that stuff is only cosmetic, people are completely fine with that business model.
Game Pass, and Mike had a complete meltdown about it. No,
I was just not gonna do it. That would have been a blatant trap.
When we went to download it onto the Xbox, it didn't have the thing that just said get. It just said get with Game Pass.
Right. So they basically set you up.
Yeah.
They wanted you to do it.
They tried.
I renewed mine,
Wow.
but I had to renew mine anyway.
Oh, okay.
My Xbox Live ran out, so I had to redo it. But I do my because I do the Heat on Twitch account. I run it. I have my account on. So the Heat on Twitch can do online with my accounts on.
Yeah. I think you only need gold to do that, though.
Who knows? You can't keep track of the way they Microsoft analyzes their profiles and accounts.
I plan on fully abusing your Game Pass account out there.
If you have Game Pass, you could play some Forza Horizon 5.
Yep, I'll get a couple of things downloaded out there.
It's pretty fun.
Like what?
GTA, Trilogy, and, well...
I get that for free with the Game Pass? The new one, the remastered one.
Yep.
So why they remaster it if it's given out for free?
Well, because it stinks and everyone hates it.
Oh,
Yeah.
No one likes it?
Well, some people do.
No one likes anything.
That's pretty much... No one likes anything these days, but...
I really don't. Like, there's no game... Like, no one's playing Call of Duty. I mean, apparently Battlefield came out. Or was that until December?
People just want new stuff.
I mean, everyone... it's just no one's playing anything. And
Surprisingly, Halo is getting attention, but...
Pre-purchase.
No, it's not out yet.
Which thing?
Battlefield.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not even telling me a release date.
Fuck.
fuck?
That one looked like it could have some potential, but I've never been good at Battlefield.
November 12th?
Yeah.
So it's out. No, I didn't even heard a thing about it.
It might just be the Ultimate Edition has like a week early or whatever.
NASCAR. I'm not even going to even start with NASCAR and the debacle mess that was.
With Ignition. Or...
Complete disaster.
We still have no news about the next patch.
Is there any news on the Ignition front, Steve? No news. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but... What are you guys looking up?
I just got an alert from Spectrum that your services have been restored. Okay, well, I didn't know they were out. You had a rent. I mean, that email tells me that they knew my services were out. Am I wrong?
Everything might have taken a little bit to send through.
I don't know what that means.
Well, when you first called the processing, the information might not have been processed yet. So the more you called, it probably popped through eventually while it was on, and they just turned you back on.
Well, they shouldn't have turned me off in the first place.
Oh, no, obviously not.
And if they did, they should be in trouble for that.
They probably should, but they don't care.
They have rules they have to follow. I don't know. We got anything else? I mean, we're over. I mean, we got about 40 minutes. We got anything else we got to talk about?
You want to talk about fantasy?
Not particularly.
I won't do that to you. Dan faced a devastating injury.
Did they update him? I haven't looked. I've been very, very quiet on the fantasy football front today.
He was mourning all day.
A Green Bay Packers Aaron Jones out 1-2 weeks with mild MLC sprain. MCL sprain.
So, not the worst case scenario. Dan was thinking season ending at first.
Well, who wouldn't?
I didn't see the actual injury that took place.
I didn't either. I just read that he was crying.
Tom said he was in tears. But good thing he'll be coming back.
I don't think. I still think I'm gonna get the shaft. He'll be longer than that, and even when he comes back, they'll still keep playing AJ.
They'll probably say AJ Dillon has taken the job because he's a very good player.
No, they probably Aaron Jones is up on a contract, and they're gonna you know what? We're just gonna keep AJ Dillon on his contract, ship Aaron Jones out, and they'll do the same to AJ Dillon 2 years from now.
Well, not necessarily. If he's on his last year, they'll probably run him into the dirt. It's normally how NFL teams do it. They just won't re-sign him next year.
I'm disgusted.
Yep. So I think we can call it at that.
You have anything to go over, Steve?
Didn't you want to discuss Danny NASCAR?
Oh yeah, so Danny NASCAR, we're going to be off tonight, and we're going to be off next weekend. So a little 2-week break. We'll be back November 28th. which is right after. But we just have. I mean, honestly, we have some crazy weekends coming up. We have
Comic-Con
we actually
weekend.
should talk about that. We have Saratoga Comic-Con coming up this weekend. Our good friend Sam Chase here in Saratoga hosting that. We're one of the proud sponsors there. We have a great booth. We do a killing there every year. So we're gonna be we'll be jam busy with that all weekend. And then the Comic-Con doesn't end until 6 Sunday, and we got to take everything down, unpack it, and so it'll be difficult to get back in time for Dayton NASCAR. So we probably would have been off this Sunday coming up anyway. And then Monday, I got to go to the city, so it's just kind of we're going to take the next 2 weeks off. And I feel like, Steve and I talked about it. I think it's kind of fitting. The NASCAR season ended. Take a 2-week break, and we're in the middle of this debacle between the two games. NASCAR Heat 5, NASCAR Ignition. What are we doing?
You have to allow the guys to choose the game that they want and get a consensus.
Right. So I think Ignition will have an update by the time we get back.
I hope so.
And hopefully it's a good update. And if not, I think everyone will be refreshed. Maybe they'll be tired of Ignition. We'll jump back into NASCAR Heat 5, and we'll keep the ball rolling. And I think it'll be good. I think a little 2-week break from the NASCAR season is good. Little Dayton NASCAR break, but we'll keep it back. We'll be back the 28th. And you know what? And I said, maybe we'll do a random, maybe if there's a Thursday or Friday night and we got nothing going on, we'll pop on and do one. It's just gonna be difficult the next 2 weekends with Comic-Con and
this
Friday
weekend and next weekend. Yeah.
So we're only off tonight and this weekend coming up, and then we're back at it. But and then you gotta wait the whole week after that. So so that's about it. You got anything else?
I got nothing.
All right, guys, that's gonna be it for shorter edition Behind the Counter. We went live at the last minute when we got powered back online. So,
almost had no show, but we got
had no show. We would have maybe recorded one.
Yep.
But we're ready to go. Monday Night Gaming will be the only one on tonight. No Danny NASCAR. 11 o'clock Eastern time from the
What's
West Coast.
he been playing?
I
I haven't popped in for a while over there.
doing Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Let me check.
He was doing Fortnite last week, I think.
Doing something.
What has old AC Weezy been up to lately?
The boy, the soy himself.
The boy.
Vanguard.
Vanguard. Oh shit! So someone is playing Call of Duty.
Well, someone better be young getting play some Halo. I mean, do we need to go over the parameters for the Halo Championship?
We have to write that up first.
That's become a thing. I want that done.
We'll discuss it in the next one.
As the chairman of the recreational committee here, the Halo that belt it's been non-relevant for a long time.
No one's wanted to challenge him.
It's been sitting up there, and I don't know who are Halo people. Whether it's the brother in arms guys, OC5.
That belt right there.
Boater has some Halo ties.
Yeah, I mean that's a 1v1 Halo belt, but I do want a 2v2 belt involved. That belt has the 2 Spartans on it.
I mean, you have who else we have? You have us. We have Brandon. One man's trash. I mean, Luke. Right, used to be 2v Tuesdays. He's very big into Halo. There could be a lot of players involved. Johnny.
Bron. He said he wasn't going to play, but he's going to play.
I don't buy it. I don't buy that shit. Johnny says that about everything. He can kiss my ass. He'll be right on playing it. He probably already dropping it down with butt. My name's Butt.
I already brought it up to Brandon. He was like, "Oh fuck yeah!" So
Tom might
that could be Tom's rival right there.
Tom,
I set the stage.
Might be getting himself a little too much into what he can handle.
I mean, I've been watching Brandon play.
I have confidence in Tom. We'll see.
But goddamn, he could play a mean game of Splitgate. It's terrifying.
That game was fun, but I stopped playing it, and then Halo came out.
Who was Tom's last challenger?
Was that Boater?
Boater. Didn't Boater get slaughtered?
Did Dave try to?
No, I don't. Did Boater even get a kill?
They got one where it was close because they were revolving vehicles, but that was like it was like an hour long of Halo competing. They went Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, and Reach, I think. First 1 to 25 and everything.
See each other.
Yeah.
I give Boater credit for trying to take it, but not close.
Good old Boater. He's a good sport.
I'm sure I'd be interested to see if he's on. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he'll be getting it. Or maybe Tom retired him from Halo altogether. I don't know. But all right, guys, that's gonna be it for Behind the Counter tonight. Monday Night Gaming up next. We'll see you next week. I think we should be. I may not be here next week, but
Yeah, we may do one between the three of us. We'll
I'll
see.
be down at the city tomorrow. So either we may do a recorded Behind the Counter at the Comic-Con. If not, Steve, Mike, and Nico will be here next Monday. So hope everyone has a for me and Behind the Counter Behind the Counter. Hope everyone has a great holiday. I'll be back after that, and go from there. Adios. Until next week.